Hello, everybody. There's a slight delay today for some reason on my computer. I'm pressing buttons and I'm like, why is nothing happening? So the first thing we must do, I'll say hello to you all, but the thing I must do, the most important thing of the day, is to say hello to my great friend V from the channel Call Me V. And funny enough, I've done a short about something to do with V on my short, so go and have a look and check that out. And if you haven't already seen Call Me V channel, then you know what I'm going to say. So do go and check out that channel, check out Call Me V's channel. And thank you to all of you who are watching live, and also to all of you who are watching this back later. You are all very much appreciated. And I have some news for you that I'm going to be doing another live on my third channel, and that is coming up on Friday, as long as things go okay. So do give me a bit of a chance if it doesn't go live. And just before we do that, we have another channel in the chat, and this is Glitter World. So go and check out Shirley's channel, Glitter World. So yes, as I was saying, on Friday, I'm going to be doing a live. It will be a pop-up live because I can't guarantee what time I can get to my laptop on Fridays, but I hope to start it on this Friday, a live, and this is the introduction for that. So that will be on my third channel, Everything Dance, Your Mentor. So it will just be a live stream chatting, and I want to document my whole dancing journey. So obviously we're going to start with episode 1. I'm going to try and remember to title them the number of the episode. So if you miss any, you can go back and see it. And obviously the first one will be about how I started dancing and a bit about that. So if you want to come on the live and ask me any questions as I'm talking about that, I'm going to go. I just want to try and document my whole dancing journey. And as I say, it will be in small episodes. They won't be too long, and just the overview of each segment that I'm talking about. So I hope you'd like that and we'll enjoy that. Good to see you too, Shirley. Don't forget to send me your address, Shirley, now you've got settled, and then I can send you your seeds. Okay, so we're going to start today. Remember, today is my little themes. So we've got lots of little topics and mini themes. And we're going to start today with this. So all about Cyprus. And we were talking about weddings in Cyprus. I think the last time we were talking about Cyprus. And it's saying the church bells ring as the fiddler leads the groom with his father and with his bridegroom through the village to the church. The bride is accompanied by her attendants and preceded by 2 children carrying the large candles and another carrying the 2 circlets that would be placed on the heads of the bride and groom during the service. After the ceremony, the couples line up with their parents to greet the guests and offer them traditional sweets and sweet almond cakes or sugared almonds. The fiddler plays as the bride and groom perform a swaying bridal dance, while everyone, starting with the parents, pins money onto the clothes. An evening of eating, drinking, and dancing follows. Families are always at all the weddings. Now, if I've said before that I actually did a very traditional type of wedding here, I combined English traditions with Cypriot traditions. So I had the pinning of the money on the dress and did many things like that. And here, even today, a wedding goes on for several days. The days leading up to a wedding is party. We're not talking hen party and stag party. We're talking about parties given for the bride and the groom and the family. And the night before, the night before the wedding actually is a big party and lots of fun and get-togethers. So I've just got to disappear and pick up everything I need for my life. Hold on. I'm here. Don't go away. I'm here. Just about ready. And the reason for that was I used to put everything I was doing, what clips I need to show, etc., what I've just done now, and put it on my keyboard. And then people chat, and I'm like, oh, I could get all off the keyboard now. So it was on a tray on my lap to try and get over that little situation. But obviously I forgot the tray was on my lap, and I moved, and it all slipped off forwards. Okay, so that's that one done because I've lost that book now. Oh dear, that's quite funny. Okay, moving swiftly on to our next subject. Gives me time to compose myself and think what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so we're talking our gardening section today, and I thought I would talk about borage or borage, depending on where you're from. And the book says a strong, upright annual growing to about 60 centimetres, which is 2 foot, in almost any soil, preferably in the sun. It is noted in particular for its flowers, which are favourites of bees, a characteristic deep, bright blue, 5-petalled, each bearing a central cone of black anthers. Buds and stems are covered with soft greyish or silvery hairs that shine in the sun and help make the plant such an attractive one. Leaves are large, grey-green and hairy. Cultivation. Borage is grown from seed sown in the spring or late summer in good soil in a sunny site. The plant seeds freely, and under normal circumstances, once it's grown in the garden, seedling will be found in various places forever after, so be aware of that. It grows quickly and is mature in less than 2 months. If local soil is too heavy or damp for self-seeding, seeds may be sown in a seed box in pots in early spring and the young plants placed in the garden soil a few weeks later. Uses. Borage flowers look so attractive floating in wine cup that they use as decoration and seems to have taken precedence over any other. Flowers and leaves can be eaten, although the hairs on the foliage become stiff and unappetizing as the plant ages, and only the young leaves should be picked. If foliage is chopped finely, the leaf hairs do not obtrude, and the resulting greenery, slightly cucumber flavour, can be used as a dressing in salads. Flowers can also be candied, or both flowers and leaves can be dipped in a light batter and deep fried as an unusual vegetable. The very slight cucumber flavour is lost if any attempt is made to dry and preserve either the flowers or the forage. Foliage, forage, forage, forage. Oh. Oh. Okay, Dawn. So let's move on to our next topic of the day on Fun Day Monday. I have to make sure I'm back in time. I think StreamYard's so much fun when you put these little interludes up. It's brightening my day. I had a real fall this morning. I actually completely landed flat on the ground. Yes, completely flat. Who falls over like that? I don't know, but I did. I tripped, and I don't know. I wasn't expecting to trip, and face planted completely. So I've done the leg where the knee was a bit dodgy the other day. It's just under the knee, so I've got the knee and the shin now. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so I thought today I'd do DIY hints. I don't often do DIY hints because they happen to just come up in my videos and in Mike's videos. If you don't know Mike's channel, it's Olive Farm Retreat, Cyprus. So do go and look there. So some DIY hints for today. Let's do 5. Ooh, 5. First one. Puff a little powdered graphite into a jammed or stiff lock. Keep all locks running smoothly by using graphite every 6 months. Avoid using oil, which tends to gum up the works of a lock. Tip 2. Before inserting a large nail in wood that may split, first make a starting hole with a small nail, then extract it. Dip the large nail in paraffin or rub with soap and it will go in smoothly. Tip 3. To put a screw in an awkward place, stick a small piece of blue tack, or we talked about this in one of my shopping hauls, white tack, on the screw head. The screwdriver will stick to it and make the task easier. Tip 4. Before fixing screws into wood, rub them with a little petroleum jelly to make them easier to remove later if necessary. Tip 5. I'm amusing myself. Tip the head of a painted over screw with a red hot poker. This removes the paint and expands the metal. When it cools, it will come out easily. Obviously, you could use a paint stripper or heat gun, but do take care. And I'm sitting here thinking, what happens now? We move on to the next topic. Yay! What is the next topic, you ask? Little interludes. I have so much fun making them. So we're reading still my Aesop's Fables book, and I've said before these are very minuscule versions of each fable. Tell me which ones you've heard before. This one is The Fox and the Corn. A farmer caught the fox who had been stealing corn from his cornfield and decided to have some fun. He tied some kindling to the fox's tail and set it alight. How he laughed as the poor fox ran round in agony. But his laughter soon turned to anguish and tears as the fox, distraught with pain, ran up and down the farmer's cornfield, setting all his cornfield alight and destroying the whole crop for that year. And the moral is, we should never give way to spite. I think that's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. I think that's a really good one. Shall we do one more? Let's do one more, Zashul. This one's called The Shipwreck. Oh, I don't know this one. I only know animal ones. And it says, The Shipwreck. There was a terrible storm. A ship was being pummeled by the savage wind and huge waves, and soon it began to sink. Everyone on board jumped off the ship and started to swim for their lives. All that is, except one man. He stayed on board as the ship was going down, crying out, "Save me, Athena, save me, and I will place gems and the finest foods and wines at your altar." From the sea below, another man called to him, "Don't leave it all to Athena. Let your arms and legs do some of the work as well." I haven't heard that one at all. And the moral of that story, or the saying, is, don't leave your future solely to destiny or others. You have to put some effort in it for yourself too. And that's very true. That's something I was saying on my live on my other channel, Tranquillity Through Life's Natural Beauty, and saying how there's a saying, something about you need to sow and plough in order to reap the harvest. Or some people want the harvest and they don't want to sow and plough. So that's very similar to that. Okay, moving right along. I think this is everyone's favourite theme on Fun Day Monday. Quotes, puns and fun. And we have a few here for you today. A diner at a dinner at the end of the room, after rather a number of boring speeches and toast, got up and said, "Mr. Chairman, we've had a number of speeches tonight and a number of toasts. May I have your permission to propose another? I should like to propose Absent Friends, coupled with the names of the wine waiter, who has not been to this end of the table for 2 hours." Absent Friends. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Okay. Another one for you. I like these longer ones, actually. So this one says, the Pope died and went to heaven. He was very graciously received by St. Peter and conducted to dignified lodgings where he was suitably received and entertained. Nothing ostentatious, but all very pleasant. He went to bed early, but was awakened the next morning by a tremendous noise. He went to the window and looked out. The streets were thronged with cheering people. Ticker-tape was coming down thickly, and there was a scene of great enthusiasm. Down the main street was coming an open car, and standing in the back was an Air Chief Marshal in full uniform, raising his arms above his head in acknowledgement of all the cheering. The excitement was terrific. St. Peter happened to come in at this point, and the Pope, who was a very holy man, not at all given to pride and jealousy, said to him, "St. Peter, don't think I'm complaining in any way about my treatment here. You have been most kind. But after all, I was the Pope, and what has that fellow done to deserve the reception he's getting? St. Peter laughed and said, "Well, it's like this, Your Holiness. According to my calculations, you are the 149th Pope that we've had here. But this is the first Air Chief Marshal." I guess that's what you say about putting things into perspective, don't you think? Definitely, that's putting things into perspective. Yes. I mean, something as simple as the video I've put up today about cleaning a copper pan I found. We got it at the salvage yard. It's kind of, you'd say, a dump. It's lots of big skips, and it's all stuff that you can't recycle and can recycle. So it's things like old car batteries, you know, all those sort of things that you can't put in the bins, in the rubbish. Old computer stuff and electronics. We had some deep sea diving tanks, obviously can't throw those away. So you take all those things there, and there are two sections. The section where there's like dangerous medicines and things go in one area, but the other area where it's recyclable stuff, you can go and take things. And I just picked it up thinking it was it's quite deep. It's about that deep and quite round, and I just thought, oh, good drip tray for my plants. So I just picked it up, and you'll see the video. We picked up loads of stuff, and Mike happened to say, oh, I think it's actually copper. It was black, almost black. So I've done a video how I cleaned it, and it's come up pretty well, considering it was only the first clean, and it was so worn. I believe you make jams and marmalades and preserves in it. I'm not going to use it for that. I don't know what else has been in it, but it's nice to have it clean. And I did a video how you clean copper very easily and affordable, because I didn't buy anything to do it. So it just goes to show you that in this country, it was something dumped at the refuse centre. But I know France particularly, and I did have a comment from one of my viewers from America saying copper pans like that are extremely expensive to buy, even in a really bad condition that needs total restoration. So that goes with that story. The joke is basically things in perspective. Something that's worth a lot of money somewhere or is more meaningful somewhere else might mean nothing in another location or to another person. So I think that is pretty interesting. So let's go on to my final topic of the day, and that is this. So I'm going to be a bit different today, and I'm going to tell you, seeing as I've got all my lives planned for the week, yes, go me, I'm going to tell you the rest of this week what you can find on my lives. And if you go on my channel, Tranquillity Through Life's Natural Beauty, I posted a video there today of things that you can what am I talking about? Because I'm thinking about what I'm doing next. On Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, I posted a video today, and it's the times of all the days and times of lives on that channel. So if I say anything now is on Tranquility, then you can go on that channel and see the actual times and days there. So I will share a video with you in a minute as well. But first, Tuesdays, that's tomorrow, that is on Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. It's a pop-up, so there's no set time of that one. If I remember to click on the right video, because I did a different one last week, it's going to be a tour of part of my house inside. Yes, to a part of my house inside. And I think if you like it, I might do further tours inside my house. There is, at the very beginning of this channel, my first few videos were tours inside the whole of this house, as it was when we bought it and little basic things we did at first. So check those out. Oh, yes, it's Tuesday. Wednesday is on this channel. What are you doing, Dawn? Oh, it's on this channel. Wednesday is Wednesday Friends Day, so it's chats and updates and little things like that. So no actual plan as yet. Thursday, Inspirational Thursday Thoughts is on Tranquillity through Life's Natural Beauty, and I'm answering questions, and I'm going to ask you your answers as well, and some animal things. If you're into Cyprus animals, then there'll be some animal things as well. And Friday is also on Tranquillity through Life's Natural Beauty. I can't give you times because I forget what your times are in relation to my times, but that is a set time on Friday, and that is a unboxing video, and we're talking about friendship, a little help from my friends. So that's to watch there. So now I'm going to just show you a little clip here of butterflies and moths of Cyprus. I've got a whole series going on of that. I've got some beautiful footage the other day. I haven't put it up yet, of a great big massive yellow and black butterfly. But here's a little clip of, I think, one butterfly, another butterfly, I think. Yes. So if you've got any other themes, films, because I'm removing the film. Oh dear. If you've got any other themes you would like me to include on my Monday Fun Day topics, then do drop me a comment, and of course I will be pleased to do that. And while we're talking about StreamYard, I'm going to run the ticker tape below. If you don't yet pay for StreamYard at all and you want to start paying for it or start doing StreamYard, and you might pay for the additional things you can do, I've got a discount code under this video in the description, and it will give you $10 credit when you spend $25 or more on StreamYard. So that's an absolute bargain. So before you start paying for StreamYard, then do click on my discount code, and that will be absolutely fantastic for you. It's a really good thing to do. I love doing StreamYard. I don't pay for it, but there's so many things you could do. One of the things, if you bring up people on the chat, you can have far more people on the chat, and many more things. There's so much you can do with it. So maybe like me, give it a little go first without paying, and then if you want to pay later on, then hit that discount code. And we're going to finish today with Quote Corner, Monday's Quote Corner. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow on my other channel, Tranquillity Through Life's Natural Beauty, for my room tour.